Ebro in the morning. That guy's
Rosenberg.
or that girl's Laura
Yeah.
Styles,
Hi.
and then I like to do ladies first.
You
Laura
should.
Styles, then Rosenberg.
Yes.
I mean,
We're all here.
yes. A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah.
Hey, Boogie.
Good morning, Ebro.
Good morning, good morning. There's obviously
Hoodies on.
There's obviously hoodie questions we got to get to first.
Yeah, it's hoodie
so
season,
you
man.
blessed us, and you actually wore the hoodie. I've seen you do interviews no hoodie before.
Ebro's been asking this all the time. Why did you commit to the hoodie? It's a lot of commitment in
I mean, it's
the
a
name.
lifetime commitment. You know, like Lil Wayne, right? I mean, luckily he's still short, so he can always be Lil Wayne. But what if he got taller? Not Lil Wayne. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna be in the hoodie forever? This is
Nah, that's not a forever thing. I actually grew up on hoodies. Like, I was always a quiet person in high school. I always had a hoodie on in class, in the corner with my notebook writing my raps. So I was always from me wearing hoodies and everything. So they started calling me A Boogie with the hoodie, rapping the Bronx. So Boogie comes from that.
I like that.
But
I like that too. I didn't know the boogie was the boogie down.
yeah, but I actually plan on not changing my name, but just having an additional name later down in the road. Like, my actual name is Artist, so I'd rather go with that. Like,
Your actual name is what?
Artist.
Artist?
Yeah,
Like Artist Gilmore?
I don't know what that is, but
Oh, he's a phenomenal
Artist.
basketball
That's a real
player from the
name,
late
Artist.
70s, early
Yeah,
80s.
Artist Gilmore. Artist
like
Gilmore
Artist
is a real
Gilmore.
thing.
I heard a Ron on test.
Different. Ron Artest different. Wait, how do you spell your first name though? A-R-T-I-S?
IST.
Oh, A-R-T-I-S-T?
Yeah.
That's
Artist.
your real first name?
Yeah, Artist. Yeah.
Don't act like I'm weird
wait,
for
wait,
not
wait,
knowing
wait,
that his name's Artist.
Your name on Instagram is
That's the name of my.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not
You don't
12.
follow A Boogie on Instagram?
Not yet. Give me a minute. I'm old, man.
Come on,
I'm
man.
getting there. I didn't know his real name was Artist. I know A Boogie with the hoodie. So you might go straight up like to Artist. Just go to your real name.
Yeah, that's actually the name of my album right now. My first album is called Artist. The second one that I just dropped on 28th of October is called TBA, The Bigger Artist.
And so, okay, so you said you might add on to your name. I thought you were gonna be like A Boogie with the hoodie
Nah,
and
nah,
the glasses.
And the wrestling belt.
I'm like, damn, there's gonna be a lot of things to add on.
Nah, with the hoodie was a little already too much. I plan on just for me lowering it down.
So you just because a lot of people just go with A Boogie anyway.
Yeah. Nobody really call me A Boogie with the hoodie unless they want to just be on some turned up. Yo, A Boogie with the hoodie, man.
See, I kind of like that part of it though, because it does kind of give you double name, right? Like people just call you A Boogie, but if people want to give you more oomph, they can say your full name.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I actually kind of like that.
Well, it's almost like batteries not included. You know what I'm saying? Like you could get a toy, but it may not have the batteries. You could get A Boogie, you may not get the hoodie.
Right.
But if you get the hoodie, then it's like
getting
the
the
full
whole
package.
thing.
Thanks for giving my wrestling belt.
Oh my God.
Fucking Highbridge niggas always trying to take my wrestling belt. No, I'm playing.
All right, so the A Boogie story, because I remember Cast One, he was the one who put us onto it first. Remember, he was like, "You guys got."
Because he's from the Bronx.
Of course. But you blew up on SoundCloud first. That's what happened.
Yeah, my SoundCloud was lit. Like before the deal, anything, I had like 500K, like 24 hours. My 24-hour play stats was like 500, 600K a day type shit. So
How? But like, how
how
did
did that happen?
I don't know. I guess people just like my music. I wasn't really, I don't know, doing any performances yet. So I did like before I got signed, I did my own show one time in BB King's. I set up my own show and I sold that out. So that opened up a lot of eyes right there.
So your fan base is basically most of your friends, or people you grew up with.
Not even my friends. Like, I always knew how to promote my music.
Cause you know how many people upload songs on SoundCloud.
Yeah, nothing
but they don't
happened.
have
Laura Styles, the
Nothing
man is
happens.
telling you he's fucking nice with the SoundCloud and he
Listen, but
promotes what he
I
wants for the
love
kid.
the fact that he's telling a story. You know how many people are looking up to him and being like, "How did he do
Yeah,
it?
no,
What
it
was
is
the key to
I'm
interesting.
impressed
success?"
by the notion that I set up my own show at BB King's. Like
The whole thing is impressive.
But
What do
that's
you
what I'm
mean?
saying. That's
Yeah,
dope.
but I think what she's trying to find out is how does one get to the point where they're just making music on SoundCloud and get able to you do well enough
Of
that you could
course.
fill BB King's. You know what I'm saying?
That's so dope.
Like, did you have one song that started to take off that we may not know, but that was the early SoundCloud hit?
Nah, I always had a song. Even about like 2 years ago, when I was in Florida, I made my first song called Temporary. From there, like that's when I really started making music. Like that was my first song, real song. I was speaking some real words in that song. So after that, I made another song called You Don't Understand, and that's when I came back to New York, and I got that New York vibe back. So I started,
Why did you go to Florida? Did you get in trouble? Is that why you were there?
Yeah, I used
He
to
wouldn't
get
take
in-
his hoodie off in class. You think teachers is cool with this?
Very good point.
Nah, my mom sent me to Florida. I got a little trouble. It wasn't that much of a big deal, but my mom
She wasn't
wanted
messing around.
Yeah, she wasn't playing around. She wanted me to do the right thing. So I went to Florida. I finished high school and everything and down there. Yeah, I got in trouble down there, so I couldn't come back to New York for like 3 years. When I came back, I grinded, man. I was grinding.
So, how old are you right now?
I'm 20 years old now.
20 years old, ladies and gentlemen. A Boogie with the Hoodie's got a tape out. The Bigger Artist. Artist, we found out, is not artist.
I thought it was like Artist Gilmore. No.
No. So your mother named you Artist.
Yeah, artist.
She a big Prince fan?
Yeah.
Like after the artist? Or is it
I don't
related
know,
to that
my
or
mom
no?
was a Prince fan, no.
But you know that was a period in Prince's career where his name was just Artist.
The artist.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Your mom didn't tell you that?
Nah.
Because he was having beef with labels, whatever, so they wouldn't let him use Prince. And he didn't want to use Prince because he wasn't in control of his music. So for a minute there, he was the artist formerly known as, and then
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah, the
symbol.
Tap Cap,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it was like the symbol, and then
Yeah.
it was Artist. So maybe
Yeah.
your mom
Yeah, my mom told me about that. I don't
forgot.
know. Yeah, I
Damn,
forgot.
hey Boogie, come on, man. This is important stuff.
Nah, 'cause I
This is a
wasn't
part of
really-
the story. You know how many people will be like, yo, he's named after Prince.
Yeah. I was always like a Michael fan. I never really looked
Damn, now
into
you want to
Prince like
go
that.
pick Michael.
I'm not
So
saying,
am I, hey,
I'm
Boogie.
not saying nothing
Hey,
against
Boogie,
him. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to that, I was always a Michael fan, feel me? Like, my mom used to clean up the whole crib listening to Michael. So
Yeah.
I type, for me, I grew up on that type shit.
Is that where, now I do notice melody is a part of everything you do. Like, it's not like you're not like a bars, I'm just trying to spit rapper. You also want to work melody into everything you do. Is that
Yeah, that's
because of how you was raised on music?
kind of, yeah. Kind of. It's a big part of it, yeah. Like, growing up, I always liked the melodies over. Like, nah, I'm not going to say that. Because I always listen to what people say more than I really listen to the melodies. But as for me, as time changed, that's what it become.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it became, like melodies. So I just added on for me. I followed up.
Mm-hmm. I like this record. The tape's out. It was really, is it a tape or an EP? What is the?
It's an EP,
It's like
TDA.
7 songs or something, right?
Yeah, 6 songs.
Joint called Timeless. I want to play right now.
Yeah, timeless, man.
Is that, I don't, people had put me on that. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect musically from you. And I was actually pleasantly surprised, based on the other joint I like is My Bag. Obviously, everybody likes, or is it In My Bag?
That's called my shit.
My Shit, yeah. And then I like that record. And then I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know that you would actually try to get into doing other things. A lot of young artists come up and they're very like one-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This record has a little bit more dimension to it, so I'm pleasantly surprised, and it's nice to meet you, man.
Well, nice to meet you too, man. I
Yo,
appreciate that.
First album was Artist, or Project, was it that was a tape? I didn't listen to that one.
It was a
What that
mixtape, but I just turned it to into an album about a month ago.
Okay. So explain to me, because I don't know. Is it officially an album when you put it up for sale? Is that the technical rules?
I guess so. Now it's an album, yeah. I
Like
call it
when
an
it's
album
given
now.
away for free, it's like a tape or
Mixtape.
a project.
These days it's just project though. You can just call it project. It includes everything.
Got it.
Yeah, I call it a project. Yeah.
Are you snapping yourself while we're interviewing A Boogie?
Having a moment. I
Why?
got to capture history. What if A Boogie goes on to be the next Hove?
Could happen.
Then I have a picture of myself. You know me, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As much as it's nice to
Wow.
have a picture of A Boogie, the only thing better than a picture of A Boogie is a picture of me while I'm talking to A Boogie.
So the what is the whole movement? You got a team. What's the name of the team? You guys got a movement.
It's called Highbridge, the label. We come from like our neighborhood. That's the name of my neighborhood,
Yup.
Highbridge.
Yeah.
So we just took that and pushed it to a high level.
And how many artists are? What is it? Artists? I mean, because you have Don Q is one I know about. Obviously, we know about you, but who else is in this?
Yeah, so far me and Don Q's the only artists so far, but we got the owners of the label, Bubba and Don Q.
Okay.
That's the new Baby and Slim right there, man.
Okay, so you guys are really
Wow.
trying to make sure
All
you're
right.
organized.
Facts, we working every single day.
And now the other young artists coming up out of New York, who are you a fan of?
Out of New York.
Or just, local tri-state area? Because obviously, we broadcast here in New York, so that's what we care about.
You heard of Loso? Loso Loaded?
Nah, I ain't on
He
that.
not from New York though. He from Atlanta.
Okay.
I've been listening to Loso Loaded lately.
All right. I'll check that out. Nothing from New York.
From New York. Same old from right now.
Are you collaborating with any New York artists?
So far I haven't done any collaboration with any new York artists.
Like a
Who-
Young M.A. maybe.
Young M.A., Davies, any of that.
Me and Davies, you probably see some shit.
Trey Pizzy from the Bronx.
Trey Pizzy. No disrespect, but I never heard of that name before.
So what about? Let me ask you this: What was A Boogie raised on? Like, what did you listen to?
Good
You
question.
talked about your mom listening to Michael Jackson, but
Yeah.
also I've learned from young artists coming up when
I've learned. Michael.
you saw that.
Yep.
Good. You know, a lot of cats was fans of music that wasn't from New York. Like, you know, Fetty Wap was a big Gucci Mane fan. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it was the internet brought y'all different music that was different than when I came up. It was just kind of like you liked things from specific areas, or you was more exposed to things that was close to you. What was you a fan of coming up?
I was a fan of I was mainly a 50 Cent fan.
Okay.
I liked old 50 Cent music. Jay-Z music, of course. I like Lauryn Hill music. I listened to Lauryn Hill like when I was younger. I used to listen to her a
Moms,
lot.
right?
My
Moms was on that
yeah.
Lauren.
My
Well,
moms.
but there actually is more of a little bit of a similarity between 50 and Lauren than one might think, that I think you share with both, which is their
Melodies.
Yeah, they're melodic. You it sounds like you like people and you use this in your own style. I wouldn't call you and I've only heard limited amount of your music so far, to keep it a buck, but you seem like you rap, but you also like being melodic, and that is something that 50 and Lauren both shared.
Yeah, I started off rapping like from like age 13 to 17. I was rapping.
But you know that was just 3 years ago.
That was like 5 seconds ago.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like,
Like,
back
you
in
gotta
the
put that
day,
in perspective.
you
When
know
people
what
go,
I'm
yo,
saying?
when I was younger, and you're like, well, he was 20. So when you was younger was
No, but 13 is 7 years ago.
7 years
That's
ago.
not nothing.
Significant.
It's a fast life. It feel I don't know if I feel,
Exactly.
feel older than what
And
I
wait, so
am.
back then,
Facto.
you were you were saying you were doing more straight ahead rapping, and now you've incorporated more of the melodic stuff.
Yeah, I got a notebook still in my room till this day.
That's just straight bars.
Yeah, straight bars.
Now, do you consider yourself, like if someone was to ask you, you consider yourself a rapper, or do you consider it more of a hybrid, more like a Drake?
I consider myself an artist.
and that's his first
And
name.
you're literally named artist.
Yeah, like exactly. I look at myself as an artist.
Well, you know what? When you say that,
And I say it based on facts.
you are literally artist. So tell us about Drake. Drake co-signed you. Drake brought you out, right?
Yeah, he brought me out MSG.
What was that like? That has to be a crazy moment.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. He brought me out. The first night he brought me out, I just saw his show. I watched his whole show, so I learned a little from his show. Next day I performed. Next 2 days I performed after that. So 3 nights in a row.
Damn.
Was that the
MSG.
first time you met him?
Yeah, that was the first time I met him. That was fast.
what was it like? What happens when you get the phone call and did someone say, hey, Drake's trying to get a hold of you? How'd that work?
Yeah, I kept it cool. Though. Feel me? At first, I didn't even know if it was him because we was only texting. We was texting for a few days. I called him though. I got tired of doing that because I've been through something before. Where I was texting
Catfish.
somebody.
You were
Yeah,
catfish
catfish.
before?
I was catfish before.
Wow,
Yeah.
catfish alert.
By like another artist?
Nah, it was a DJ.
chick.
Oh, it was a DJ?
Yeah, DJ zoed me too. I don't know, it was a fake. It was some fake shit though, but got zoed by a DJ.
So you eventually called him.
Yeah, I eventually called him though. Found out I FaceTimed him. I found out it was really him and all that. Bro, he was telling me
You
like,
muted,
my
and then you
songs
muted
and
the
all that.
FaceTime, screamed out the window. No, bro. You was like, ah! All right, I'm back. What we doing?
Nah, I kept it cool still though. As an artist, for me, you gotta keep it cool.
Nigga, you better scream.
No, I don't think you have
joy,
to.
at least
moment.
run down the
I think you
hallway.
could tell right now there was joy from it, but you don't have to scream in the moment. That would be aggressive.
Not in the moment, you mute the phone, but when it's yourself in the bathroom by yourself, you don't look at yourself in the mirror
I
and
was
go,
with somebody though. I hung up the phone like, nah, this is lit. It's litty.
Yeah, that's the thing about New York rappers, bro. Being cool is kind of part of the
I'm not
thing.
buying it. I'm not buying it. He was laying in the bed by himself that
That's
night,
not-
and he looked up at the ceiling
I
and
don't
he
mean when I say
screamed.
cool though. I don't even mean like cool in that definition though. I mean like just that's just me as a person, like
Mellow,
that. Yeah,
mellow
like that
vibe.
mellow person. Like I was never the type of person to overreact to things.
You don't go too high or too low.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also too, I guess, you know, while you've been invited to MSG, you haven't actually hit that stage yet. And when the phone call happens, so you
Yeah.
kind of got to be like, I mean, yes, of course I'm going,
Yeah,
but
like, I don't
let's
never
see
get
how
to-
this moves. I might get there, they might run out of time.
Man,
I may not
people-
get my moment.
Man, people told me things before and it wasn't about their words, so I don't get excited like that over things.
You wait.
Yeah.
And did he tell you, I want you to perform, or he said, I just want you to come out, and the first night you just hung out, and he didn't say anything about performing?
The first night, I could have performed the first night, but Damn, it was something happened.
He was too
man.
busy dissing us the first night, remember? That
Oh,
was the night
yeah.
he went at Hot 97 and Flex. Motherfuckers at Hot 97 lying on me.
Yeah, true. That was the first night. That,
That
was
was
the
the
start of the
first
show.
night.
Hey, Boogie's like, but I have friends over there. I'm good.
Bro, when he
Nah,
was
Boogie was like, go get him, Drake,
Bro,
get
yeah.
him.
Nah,
They
when
was
they was
tripping, they
going-
was late on my song too, fuck them.
They was going when he was going through that with Flex and all that. It was crazy because Flex like Flex my man.
Yeah.
So I don't choose sides none of that.
There you
But-
go.
Nah, we don't
That's
care.
exactly
we
what
don't
you
care
do.
about that bullshit.
Well, I was in this private party and I had a what you call it, a Flex show type shit. So it was crazy. Like I ain't even tell him me about. I had to walk through with Flex.
Nah.
and I was in a private party. So I was in a private party. I had to bounce real quick, go do my thing over there,
Then-
came back over
And
there.
then came back and hung out with Drake. Look at you, playing both sides of the fence.
You're already learning to be an artist. Nah, you got to do what you got to do. That's not your fight.
Well,
And by the way, we don't care. We think that shit is
business is
hysterical.
business, man. You gotta
Yeah,
understand
no, it's
that.
good fun. So talk about our guy Webb here. How's he taking care of you? Let's talk about him.
Man, I'm here. I'm here.
So he's doing his job.
yeah, he's doing his job.
He's a legend. You know that, right?
From when I
The
had
people taking care of you, he's a legend
Facts.
in the game.
Facts. It took me a minute to even to really work with Webb in the beginning because I'm a hard person for me to deal with like that. Cause I don't really I don't know. I was never really the type of person to open up for people. So when Webb we used to talk to me over the phone. Like we used to talk for like a month straight. He used to just give me knowledge about the music game. So he used to tell me different things that I should do about.
And did you know who he was? Webb and Nitty, you had heard? I mean,
I didn't hear about him before, but I looked into him after that.
Mm.
I heard about him after that. So I knew he was a good guy. I knew
you
he
know,
knew
his
what
whole
he was
face,
doing.
his whole look, he was smiling, happy a second ago. Now, you know what I mean? Playing it cool and shit.
Yeah, facts though. Now when we linked up, though, I knew from there it was
Yeah.
lit. And he came to my hood and all that. He talked in the studio, me, him, Bubba, and QP.
Mm.
Bubba and QP felt him out. Everybody liked his vibe. And after that, he showed us that he was a hard-working man for real. Like he do not sleep. Even if he is asleep, I call him. He's not asleep no more.
What's your dream collabos next? Like, so you got this project, it's
Yeah.
out, and then next, obviously, you gonna put out an album.
Yeah.
But how are you approaching that? Are you gonna give us more of the A Boogie sound that you know for, or are you gonna branch out and try to go get records with different producers and different collabos? Like, what?
Yeah. Of
Who's
course
some
I'm-
people you want to work with?
Of course, I'm gonna branch out. I've been working with Sunny Digital lately.
Okay.
I'm gonna work with Metro soon. We're gonna get something in. I like working with my in-house producers though. D Stacks, Ness, or they can make a beat for me in like 3 minutes. So can't I can't get mad at that.
I don't know if that's good or bad. 3 minutes is it's a little fast. It's a little
Depends.
fast.
Well, that's just making the maybe the skeleton.
Okay.
You don't want to complete the song in 3
Well,
minutes.
no, but you know, we have that conversation up here where artists will come up and they'll be like, yo, I recorded 85 records last night. I'm ready. You'd be like, whoa, time out.
Yeah, we don't know if we want to hear all
I
of
mean,
them.
quality over quantity. Quantity
exactly.
just tells me you just went and did a bunch of shit.
Exactly. I always tell people that I'm the type of person to make, like, if you can make 10 songs over there and try to pick one that's good and go with it. But I'm gonna be over here trying to. You could do that in one day. While I do 10 songs in 30 days, I can make 10 hits. And
Yeah,
live
that's
with
because
those
that's what
10
it's
hits
about.
for
Well, it's about
years.
quality of music and making sure that you're,
Exactly.
contributing to this culture we love.
And that
in
each song makes
in a
an
way that's
impact.
meaningful. Well, look, man, it's a pleasure meeting you. Intro this hit record for us. Hot 97,
That's right.
Ebro in the morning.
Facts.
Yeah.